Is the conflict in northern Yemen beginning to cool? The leader of the Shiite al-Houthi rebels announced on Monday that his group would withdraw from Saudi territory it's been occupying across the northern border from Yemen. If the group follows through, it would be a welcome move for the overtaxed government in Sanaa, but the timing of this announcement may have been driven by Iran.
The Saudis may have been making some significant headway in financially incentivizing the Houthis to stand down, but Iran has also been focusing very heavily in the past weeks, highlighting its array of militant levers in places like Iraq, Lebanon, and Yemen, where it's been supporting the Houthi rebels. It's unclear whether Iran has actually backed off support for the Houthis as a way to maneuver in its nuclear negotiations, or if it would even want to at this stage of those negotiations.
I'm Marla Dial, and this is Dispatch. The al-Houthi rebels, who say they're a mistreated Shiite minority, have been a sore spot for Yemen's government for years, but they've more recently become a security concern for Saudi Arabia, where the fears are that the rebellion will stir up the Sunni kingdom's own Shiite minority and create instability. The issue's also become a cause for Shiite Iran, looking for ways to increase its leverage in the Middle East. With the guns still firing in northern Yemen, there's been a war of words lately between Iranian and Saudi leaders.
We were expecting Saudi Arabian officials to act like mentors and make peace between brothers, not that they themselves enter the war and use bombs and machine guns against Muslims.
The real accusation is that Iran is the one that meddles in Yemen's internal affairs.
Monday's announcement by the Houthis' leader was not a ceasefire, but a promise coupled with a warning.
He said that the Houthi rebels would withdraw from Saudi territory, but that if Saudi continued raids against their strongholds in the Saada Mountains, then there would be open war, as they termed it. But in terms of opening up new fronts, the Houthis are not that advanced of an insurgent group. They certainly have been getting help from the Iranians, but whether or not they could pose that substantial of a threat to the Saudis is questionable.
Some intelligence suggests that the Saudis have been paying off locals to stand down in Yemen's northern Saada region, thus prompting Monday's announcement. But Iran's involvement in the issue also remains a possibility.
It's just a question of what are Iran's motives at this point? Will Iran facilitate such a truce, or is it going to try to exacerbate the situation even more?